The following content is not meant for children. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition. We're right back where we left off here on top of the floating city. And we're in search of our friend. Oh, more rats! Incoming! Oh, now I kind of wish I left that electrified water on, but no, it's safer that we turn that off. Besides, they're just these rats. We can slash the daylights out of them. Okay, so you. Adjacent targets. This will hit all of them. Isabel, could you shoot? Thank you. And how about some more shoot? Ah, no. Oh, third. Thank you. Then we got our friends helping out. Hopefully. Or not, maybe. Either way, I can get all the devil rats. There we go. Isabel. Thank you. One more. Cool. Ah, so close. You guys gonna help? Hooray, you shot one of them. Alright, let's climb below. Boop. Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminum, and doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of rolling garbage. Or rotting garbage. Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our work crews too busy to worry about hauling the garbage. But now that you're here, we're able to set all things right. Kill off those little bastards once and for all. Do we need to root out the devil rat... We need to root out the devil rat infestation and use it for the nesting. Before we go after the nets, I want you to take me to someone in a position of authority to the Shrek. Okay, yeah. Do you know where they're nesting? Yeah, down below. They're breeding on the level beneath our feet. There's a way down there on the other side of the deck. I don't know this, Maester. I don't know enough about what else is going on down there. What would be going on? They're trying to hold out against the devil rats, and they're trying to eat us. The raft's going to hell, and we're doing it. Please, let us take you to the other side of the raft. You have to help us, you promised. She's right, we need more intel before committing to anything. The woman growls, agitated. You see a glimmer of desperation in her eyes. What do you think you're gonna find? This isn't... there isn't anything. It's just us and the rats. People, for starters, Gobet or Cadmus or Malvana. People, for starters, Gobet or Cadmus or Malvana. She frowns, glancing uneasily at her companion. We don't know anyone named Gobet. Cadmus is in a quarantine, sick from a rat bite. He doesn't have long, and I doubt that you're going to get anything useful from him anyway. Chances are good that Malvina is on the lower deck, though. She's downstairs with the rats? She waves her hand dismissively. She's fine. I've heard her speak on the intercom. Her quarters are down there and well protected. I'm sure that she has no trouble keeping the rats at bay. I want to explore up here before we head downstairs. Alright, fine. You've got the big guns. We aren't going to argue with you. We're going to continue forward. When you get tired of sifting through garbage and decide to keep your promise, look for us on the other side of the deck. We'll show you how to find access hatch to the lower levels. Well, thank you. Reach the bottom deck. Get below deck. Cool. Alright. And game saved. Okay. Notice, due to recent weather issues, only 3 people are allowed on the top deck at a time. Report violations of this policy. Okay, and can we talk to you? No? Okay. Well, once again, before we start opening any doors, let's see what's around. Inspect. Some tags. They seem relatively fresh. They haven't been here long. Okay. Oh, hello, power outlet. An open junction box juts out of the wall. Its cover is hanging by a single screw. Wires crisscross over one another in a chaotic jumble. The whole apparatus appears to be held together with electrical tape. Jury-rigged, just like everything else. She frowns at the tangled wiring, clicking her tongue in disapproval. That's real sloppy work. You'd think that in an environment like this, they'd at least try to do some basic waterproofing. She traces the wall-mounted cables that snake out from the box with her eyes, follows them to their termination point. Looks like this box is feeding power to that door over there. If we short it, we may be able to get the door open. Attempt to overload the electrical system. You stare at the mess of knotted frayed wires. It's like looking into the mouth of chaos, but you struggle to make sense of it. Eventually, you narrow down your options. The typical color coding system for internal wiring has obviously been ignored by whoever wired the sinking ship in the first place. But you think that cutting and reconnecting one of 3 wires might do the trick. Isabel, do you know which of these wires I should cut? What I know is if you mess with that thing, you're gonna get yourself killed. I wouldn't even feel comfortable trying to rewire the box. Nothing is labeled, most of the wires are frayed, and you don't even have the right equipment anyway. Seriously, Maester, you're not an electrician. Let's find another way past the door. Then we will step away. Thank you. Is that our friends? No, there's someone else, I think. It's just up this way, through this door here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something must be hidden in there. Behind you, more devil rats. Panic-stricken, they begin to run. Turn. Their weapons raised. There's a flurry of motion. Something large explodes out the vent. Don't go in there! It's a trap! It's Gabet! Yay! It's our friend. Down you go. Okay, well, apparently these are not our friends. I don't really need to fray your armor, so I'm going to compound attack. And you've got a pistol, so... Hemorrhaging. Oof. And get the both of you. Let's see. She's got no armor and more hit points. Or less hit points, yeah. Boop. The bloodied local loses his gun, tosses his gun aside, and raises a pair of trembling hands. His eyes have gone wide with terror. I'm sorry. We didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. It ordered us to. What it are you talking about? Explain yourself. I don't know what it is. It talks with Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. Helpless tears streamed down his cheeks, clinging to his skin like beads of dew in a leaf. If you want to live, you have to do what it says. I'm going to let you live. Don't make me regret it. The squatter collapses against the wall, sobbing uncontrollably. Gabet dusts herself off and paces towards you. Hi, Iz. Hey, Seattle. I don't remember inviting you on this run, but I guess that I'm glad you could make it. She jerks her head towards the squatter's ruined body. You're welcome, by the way. Let's see. Want to tell me about what the hell's going on here? We're welcome. Gabet, you came out here to help you. Are you alright? We came looking for you. Really? I thought you were visiting the sinking ship for all its wonderful food and beautiful views. She flashes you a weak smile. And yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry about the sudden entrance and everything. I wish that I had time to explain what was going down. But I didn't because, well, she shrugs. Trap. Yeah, you mentioned that. What kind of trap are we talking about? The kind where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly what they were planning to do, but I've seen them lead people through those doors before. She gestures towards the heavy double doors to the hall. The people who I watched go in there never came back out again. Not a one. They just scream, and when the doors open up again, they're gone. Well, thanks for the warning. She shrugs. Don't mention it. There's a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So, now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gabet. All you had to do is tell us. She raised her hands. Yeah, I know. But I figured that if this one was on me, I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. Yeah? What kind of plan was that? Pretty simple one. All I wanted to do is get the lay of the land, sneak around a little, maybe find my old friends, get some answers. I didn't come here to get into a firefight, and it's easier to be quiet solo than be dragging you two around. No offense. So you scoped out the place first. Fine. Mission accomplished. Do you know what you're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna sink it. Wait a second, what? The sinking ship is doomed, Seattle. I could feel it the second I set foot on board. Earlier than that even. On some level, I think I could feel it back at home. That's why I couldn't stop thinking about this place. Whatever happened here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me. Somehow, maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends, Cadmus and Malvina, to check on them instead. Instead, I found a swarm of man-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seem intent on killing me. Her tone becomes brisk. So I'm going to kill them right back. I'm going to use the scuttling charge that are still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the waterline if we're going to bring this sucker down. And so that's where you're heading next? Downward? Not quite, on account of the trap. I don't know how to get past it yet. Minor setback, right? So my next step was to figure that out. Makes sense to me. Time to go ask some pointed questions then? We haven't found Cadmus or Malvina yet. They could be alive somewhere, maybe even on this level. Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, maybe. I hope so, because of all the people on this raft, Cat is the one I'd trust to get us past whatever in that room. He was always more a mechanic than he was a shaman. Let's see. We have to figure out how to get past the trap, I get that, but let's keep our eyes open while we're doing that. There could be more going on here than you realize. I seriously doubt it. Remember what I told you about second-guessing? He isn't second-guessing anything. We haven't seen enough to make a decision yet. You may have, but we haven't. Gobbet lets out an exasperated sigh. Alright, You want to look around? We'll do that. But afterwards, we're arming the rest of those charges. Well, let's move then. Cool. Okay, we got a maintenance notice. Can we go to the maintenance notice, please? Go. All lower decks are off limits until further notice. Maintenance. Okay, well, let's go back. Got a few rooms about the place. Again, not opening any doors until later. Ooh. Okay, what's this? Scratches look like they were made by claws, but they're much bigger than anything that the devil rat could make. Oh, no. Hey, inhabitant. How are you? Another squatter, this one more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles, and one of his orbital sockets have been crushed, deforming the silhouette of his face. He appears you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. Don't recognize you. That means you're new here. His voice comes out in a hoarse croak. You picked a bad place to go sightseeing, Outsider, you okay? You don't look so good. No, I'm not okay. I'm all beaten up, going blind in one eye. Now tell me what you want so I can be on my way. He spits the word out in venom. Tell me about the sinking ship. I want to hear your take on what's happening here. It's going to shit. Rats everywhere, people dying, smells like garbage scow. That satisfy your curiosity, outsider? Can you tell me any more? It's important. Look, I ain't the damned welcoming committee. I'm just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squat. If you want to know more about the boat, ask someone else. What's your name? My name? Ivan. Ivan Fu. Is that all? Can I go? I'll leave you be, Ivan. Bye. Okay. So now that we've looked around, I think mostly, we'll start opening some doors. Boop. Inspect. The door is heavily reinforced and barricaded. Take a bulldozer to get it open. Local inhabitant. Hi. Middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. New folks, I'll be damned. The hell are you doing here? Who are you? Name's Lisa. You can call me Lise, though. Everyone else on the raft does. What's behind the door? She runs her tongue over her teeth. Storage closet. Nothing worthwhile in there. Don't even know why they had me standing watch over the thing. But those are the rules, right? You can't question the rules. Let's see, how about this? You open the door, I'll open skull. No, I'm questioning them right now. What do the rules ever do for you? Maybe. You're right. We mustn't question the rules. That'd be wrong. I'm questioning them now. What do the rules ever do for you? Well, they kept me alive for one. She licks her lips, nodding. It means I'm doing better than some. Huh? Did somebody get killed for breaking the rules? A lot of people. You disobey orders? You can't disobey orders, not on a ship at sea. Or a rusting hulk and moored in a bay. The words come muttered under her breath. A raft, like your little friend says. She could be nicer about it, though. This rusting hulk is my home. Fair enough. Let's talk about something else. I was just leaving. So, okay, we're not getting in there. Let's try up here. More boop. Oh, terminal. Nice. A slender human woman in shabby overalls looks up from the work with a frown. You can't help but notice the scars on her neck. Her eyes flit from you to Isabel. When they land on Gobbet, her face lights up. I'll be damned. Gobbet? Hello, Yasmine. It's good to see you again. Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funny enough. Yas, I'm a little out of the loop on what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it, but I'll let you know. Tell us what's been happening here. She looks and says, well, we're all struggling to deal with the devil rat infestation. You probably know about them. With all the rats around, there aren't many volunteers for the maintenance crews anymore. It gets lonely out here. She abruptly stops talking, her cheeks flush red. That's it. That's all I have to say. Yas, you're talking to me here, so tell me what's going on. I can't help you if I don't know what's happening. Yasmine's eyes dart up and down the hall, scanning for anyone who might be coming. Her hands begin to shake. After a moment, she leans in towards Gobbet and lowers her voice to a whisper. You all right? This raft is cursed. I think that I know what you're talking about, Yas. I could feel it all the way back home, but tell me more. I want to hear from you. Alvina isn't in charge anymore. She's gone now. I think she may be dead. Whatever it is taking her place, it's horrible. I don't even know what it is, but it isn't human. And the worst part is, it talks over the intercom using her voice. She claps a hand over her mouth, her eyes wide, and her entire body is shaking. Thanks, Yas. That helps. Believe it or not, it helps. She nods mutely, struggling to calm herself. Have you had any close encounters with the devil rats? Yeah, don't go downstairs unless you absolutely have to. The lower decks are absolutely crawling with the things. I'll leave you to your work. Yeah, thanks, and be careful out there. We're gonna just take a look at this here terminal. Access the terminal. Ooh, new regs, damned rats, quarantine meeting. Second message, third, fourth. Log out. And we'll poke our head into this room. Oh goodness. This looks slightly nasty. The squatter is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess. An ever-expanding pool at her feet tells you that she's on her way to bleeding out. The squatter peers at you through sunken eyes and an alarmingly gray face. Please, help me. Patch her up. Hold still. This might sting a little. You crack open the med kit and go to work. Within minutes, you run a saline drip into her arm, seal the wound with a liquid skin. A final slap patch of adrenaline, and the painkillers get the woman up and to her feet. Shakily, she extends a hand in greeting. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I can ever return the favor, let me know. What's your name, friend? Mariah Lamb. My friends call me Sparrow. It's good to meet you, Sparrow. She chuckles. Better luck for me that I met you. If I hadn't, I think I would have bled out by now. How did you get shot? I was part of the last mutiny attempt. Made it through all right, but I guess I also made some enemies. I don't know who shot me, but it's fair to bet that someone else on this boat is holding a grudge. Well, I will let you get on with your day then. Alright, but if you need anything else, you let me know. You find me and let me know. Alright. I think we got like one more door right down. Yeah. Boop. Deep gashes in the steel wall of the container. They look like they were made by a blade of some kind. There's no way a rat claw could do this. And hello, ship inhabitant. The man standing before you looks cleaner than most of the other squatters in the sinking ship. There are no streaks of grease on his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. He leers at you as you approach. Well, what have we here? Strangers to her humble raft, exploring her leaking bowels? The man grins, revealing a carnivorous gap in his teeth. He hefts a snifter brimming with cognac in the salute. Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. Who are you? You may address me as Mercutio. He bows slightly, the cognac sloshing glass. At your service. What do you do on the raft, Mercutio? Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather, I used to be an artist, a socialite, and a man about town. By town, I mean raft, of course. Now I mostly find myself shut away here on the sinking ship's upper deck. I've been festering away from here for months, desperately clinging to the finer things in life. Quite a tale of woe, really. Is that it? You just loiter around and socialize? A fine and noble profession. But you're a street-level operative, no? Blue-collar work, I wouldn't expect you to understand. Speaking of blue-collar work, I have something here that might interest you. Would you like to see it? That depends on what it is. He turns to a nearby table and lifts a battered lozenge of black plastic and holds it out to you. It's just a data pad, nothing sinister. This belonged to a maintenance tech I once knew. I have no idea what happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in weeks. I'll look after it, thank you. Anytime, and if I wasn't using the thing anyway. The schematics on the device are all quite arcane to me, I'm afraid. Well, I will leave you to your business. Well, now we have cheap datapad full of instructions and notes on a member of the sinking ship's maintenance crew. Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe. Aha! Follow the instructions to disarm the door locks. Excellent. The results of your work are immediate and spectacular. You hear a deafening cracking sound, and the blinding flash of light stabs your eyes. Moments later, the hall fills with overpowering stench of ozone. The overhead lights flutter. Up ahead, you can hear the sound of a set of door locks disengaging. Cool. Hello. Door. Boop. Well, and I am over time, so here's where I'm going to have to say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course share, because sharing is caring. And I shall see you all next time.